Hello and welcome to By His Grace Network. I hope you have been blessed by the videos which I post on this channel. Thank you for the good comments, the encouraging comments which I find on some of the videos. Please subscribe to this channel if you have not subscribed. So many people watch, view, and they don't subscribe. Please do subscribe and share the videos so that the gospel of this room of the Lord should spread to everyone. Not only you and I should prepare for his soon coming, but everyone should prepare so that we are ready and ready for the soon coming of Jesus Christ. Now, this video is a follow-up on the video which I posted on what the Pope's Church says about the Sabbath day. Now, majority of Christian churches today, they teach the observance of Sunday, the first day of the week. And that is the day when people should rest and worship. Yet, in the scriptures, the early church observed the seventh day of the week as the Sabbath. In the previous video, I showed you the Roman Catholic Church admits that they changed the day of worship, the day of rest, from the seventh day of the week to the first day of the week, which is Sunday. And the seventh day of the week, which should be observed, and when people should rest, is the Sabbath, which is Saturday. Now, history reveals that decades after the apostles and many Christians, especially the apostles, died, then a political religious system took over and then substituted the Sabbath commandment of the seventh day to the first day of the week. That we can see from history. Now, in this video, I'm going to show you quotations from Protestant churches, not Seventh-day Adventist churches, but other Protestant churches which observe and rest on Sunday. These quotations from these churches, they are admitting and they are confirming the claims which the Roman Catholic Church makes about the change of the Sabbath from the seventh day, Saturday, to the first day of the week. Now, you should take note that all these clergymen, the scholars and writers, which I'm going to quote, kept Sunday, but they all frankly admit that there is no biblical authority for the first day Sabbath. Protestant theologians and preachers from different Sunday churches, some of these people have been quite honest in admitting that there is no biblical authority for observance of Sunday as the Sabbath. And this is what I'm going to show you in this video. Now, I will start from the Anglican Church and the Episcopal Church. Now, this first quotation is from Isaac Williams. Williams says, "And where are we told in the scriptures that we are to keep the first day at all? We are commanded to keep the seventh day, but we are nowhere commanded to keep the first day. The reason why we keep the first day of the week holy instead of the seventh is for the same reason that we observe many other things, not because the Bible, but because the church has enjoined it." Now, this one is Canon Ayton from the book The Ten Commandments. "There is no word, no hint in the New Testament about abstaining from work on Sunday. Into the rest of Sunday, no divine law enters. The observance of Ash Wednesday or Lent stands exactly on the same footing as the observance of Sunday. That's what this man says. Now, what about Bishop Seymour say from why we keep Sunday? He says, we have made the change from the seventh day to the first day, from Saturday to Sunday, on the authority of the Holy Catholic Church. Ooh, may God forgive. That's what he says, that it is based on the Roman Catholic Church. He even says the Holy Catholic Church. He says, we observe Sunday as Anglicans, as Episcopal, because the Holy Catholic Church changed it. Now, what about the Congregationalists? What do they say? How do they admit that the Sabbath indeed is Saturday and it was changed by the Roman Catholic Church from Sabbath, the seventh day, to Sunday? What do they say? This is Dr. R.W. Dare. He says, it is quite clear that however rigidly or devotedly we may spend Sunday, we are not keeping the Sabbath. Sabbath was founded on specific divine command. We can plead no such command for the obligation to observe Sunday. There is not a single sentence in the New Testament to suggest that we incur any penalty by violating the supposed sanctity of Sunday. That's what he says, Dr. Dare. Another one is Timothy Dwight, Theology Explained and Defended. He says, the Christian Sabbath, Sunday, is not in the scriptures and was not by primitive church called the Sabbath. It was never. That's what he says. Listen to what the Baptist Church says about this day. There was and is a commandment to keep holy the Sabbath day, but that Sabbath day was not Sunday. It will be said, however, and with some show of triumph, that the Sabbath was transferred from the seventh to the first day of the week. Where can the record of such a transaction be found? Not in the New Testament, absolutely not. To me, it seems unaccountable that Jesus, during 3 years' intercourse with his disciples, often conversing with them upon the Sabbath question, never alluded to any transference of the day. Also that during 40 days of his resurrection life, no such thing was intimated. Of course, I quite well know that Sunday did not come into use in early Christian history. But what a pity it comes branded with the mark of paganism and christened with the name of the Son of God, adopted and sanctioned by the papal apostasy and bequeathed as a sacred legacy to Protestantism. Now, look at now the disciples of Christ. What do they say? How do they confirm what the Catholic Church claims? This is Alexander Campbell. But say some, it was changed from the seventh to the first day. Where? When? And why? By whom? No man can tell. No, it never was changed, nor could it be, unless creation was to be gone through again. For the reason assigned must be changed before the observance or respect to the reason can be changed. It is all old wives' fables to talk of the change of the Sabbath from the seventh to the first day. If it be changed, it was that august personage changed it, who changes the times and the laws ex officio. I think his name is Dr. Antichrist. He makes fun. So these men from the disciples of Christ Church or denomination says, there was never a change. if we are to change the Sabbath from the day on which God had put it, then we have to change creation. God has to recreate and assign what he did on these specific days. And he ends by saying, I know who changed. It is the Antichrist. Dr. Antichrist or Antichrist is the one who changed. Another quotation from the disciples of Christ. First day observance, from the book First Day of the Observance. It says, the first day of the week is commonly called the Sabbath. This is a mistake. The Sabbath of the Bible was the day just preceding the first day of the week. The first day of the week is never called the Sabbath anywhere in the entire scriptures. It is also an error to talk about the change of the Sabbath from Saturday to Sunday. There is not in any place in the Bible any intimation of such a change. So he says boldly that people call the first day of the week as the Sabbath. It is a mistake. Now let's hear what other people say. From the Lutheran, we have seen how gradually the impression of the Jewish Sabbath faded from the mind of the Christian church, and how completely the new thought underlying the observance of the first day took possession of the church. We have seen that the Christians of the first 3 centuries never confused one with the other, but for a time celebrated both. This is Dr. Augustus Ninder. He says, the festival of Sunday, like all other festivals, was always only a human ordinance, and it was far from the intentions of the apostles to establish a divine command in this respect. Far from them and from the early apostolic church to transfer the laws of the Sabbath to Sunday. So Dr. Augustus says the festival of Sunday is a human ordinance. It is a man-made day. It is not from God. John Theodore Mueller says, but they err in teaching that Sunday has taken the place of the Old Testament Sabbath and therefore must be kept as the 7th day and had to be kept by the children of Israel. These churches err in their teachings, for Scripture has in no way ordained the first day of the week in place of the Sabbath. There is simply no law in the New Testament to that effect. So you can see these people are admitting there is nothing in the Bible, nothing at all, which any commandment which says Sunday is the Sabbath. Now, what about the Methodists? Take the matter of Sunday. There are indications in the New Testament as to how the church came to keep the first day of the week as its day of worship. But there is no passage telling Christians to keep that day or to transfer the Jewish Sabbath to that day. That is what Harris Franklin Rawls said. And John Wesley says, but the moral law contained in the 10 Commandments and enforced by the prophets, he, Christ, did not take away. It was not the design of his coming to revoke any part of this. This is a law which never can be broken. Every part of this law must remain in force upon all mankind and in all ages, as not depending nay either on time or place or any other circumstances liable to change, but on the nature of God, the nature of man, and their unchangeable relation to each other. So that's what John Wesley says. The Sabbath commandment can never be changed because it speaks of the relationship between God and man. God is the creator of man who needs to be worshipped. Now, Dwight L. Moody says, the Sabbath was binding in Eden, and it has been in force ever since. The 4th commandment begins with the word remember, showing that the Sabbath already existed when God wrote the law on the tables of stone at Sinai, how can men claim that this one commandment has been done away with when they will admit that the other 9 are still binding? It's a good question. Why do you still say to kill is a sin? Why do you still say to steal is a sin? To commit adultery is sin? What about the Sabbath? It is still the same. Dear brothers, dear sisters, dear Christians, God's commandments can never change, including the Sabbath. So, when you observe Sabbath, you observe Sunday, you are actually admitting the authority of the Roman Catholic Church over you. Who do you listen to? Who do you follow? Is it God or the Catholic Church? The choice is yours. This day, choose you who you shall worship, whether God or the gods. As for me and my house, we shall serve the Lord. May God bless you. Amen.